What's up guys, it's Devin, or That Child Gamer. Welcome back to a Doki Doki video. And we are playing some more, of course, Doki Doki. I accidentally skipped a few things off video, so I'm gonna go back to here. This is where it said, this is where it started, so it's like, hi again Devin. Glad to see you didn't run away on us, nah, don't worry. And now we're gonna return. This might be a little strange for me, but at least I kept my word. Well, I'm back at the Literature Club. It's funny how we're just jumping straight into this, because I don't want to waste time. Because, yeah, right. So, well, I'm back at the Literature Club. I'll be right back, guys. Sorry about that, guys. I just wanted to make sure the video was recording, and sure enough, it was, so we're good to go. Well, I'm back to the Literature Club. I was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. Thanks for keeping your promise, Devin. I hope this isn't too overwhelming for a commitment for you. Excuse me, I just had a little mini burp. Making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it. Oh, come on, like he deserves any slack. So I already told me you didn't even want to join any clubs this year. And last year, too. I don't know if you plan just to come here to hang out or what, but if you don't take it seriously, then you won't see the end of it. Natsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in the club room. Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monica and manga. Manga is literature! Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat. Don't worry, guys. Devin always gives it his best as long as he's having fun. He helps me with busy work without me even asking, like cooking, cleaning my room. How dependable. Sayori, that's because your room is so messy it's distracting. And you almost set your own house on fire once. Is that so? You two are really good friends, aren't you? I might be a little jealous. How come? You and Devin become good friends too? Says Sayori. As usual, Sayori seems oblivious to the weird situation she has put me into. Oh! Yuri even brought you something today, you know? Wait, Sayori! Me? Not really. Don't be shy. It's really nothing. What is it? Never mind. Sayori made it sound like a big deal when it's really not. Ugh, what do they do? I'm sorry, Yuri. I wasn't thinking. I guess that means it's up to me to rescue the situation. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place, so it's any nice gesture from you is a pleasant surprise. It'll make me happy no matter what. Is that so? Yeah, I won't make a big deal about it if you don't want me to. Alright, well here. Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book. I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention, even if you don't usually read. And we could, you know, discuss it if you wanted. How is this girl accidentally being so cute? They're making me say this! It's bothering me! What the frick? She even picked out a book she thinks I'll like, despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book. Phew. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. Now that everyone's settled in, I expected Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club, but that doesn't seem to be the case. Sayori and Monica are having a cheery conversation in the corner. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. I can't help but notice her intense expression, like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet. Man, it looks like no one wants to be bothered today. I slumped down to the nearest desk. How am I supposed to occupy myself with something literature-related by myself like this? I guess I could always read some of the book that Yuri gave me, but I'm feeling a little bit too tired to read. I could probably fall asleep right now. I close my eyes and end up listening to Sayori's conversation with Monica. We're probably going to seem really lame compared to all the other clubs, though. Well, we can't give up. The festival's our chance to show everyone what literature's all about. The problem is that the idea of a literature club sounds too dense and intellectual. But it's not like that you know? That's not like that at all, you know? We just needed a way of showing that to everyone. Something that speaks to their creative minds. That doesn't solve the problem, though. What do you mean? Even if we come up with the most fun thing ever, nobody will come in the first place if it's a literature event. So it's more important to figure out how we get people to show up in the first place, you know? After they come, we can do the thing to speak to their creative minds. What's this? Sawyer is taking this really seriously. It's rare to hear deliberating like this. That's a good point. In that case, do you think food will do the trick? What kind? I guess we could... Cupcakes! Good thinking. Natsuki would love to do that. Ah, you're right. Natsuki makes the best cupcakes. That works out perfectly. That wasn't why you suggested it. Cupcakes speak to my creative tummy. Oh my god. That's funny. Cupcakes it is then. I'm hungry. Anyway, we still need to work out the details of the event itself. That's pretty funny. I find myself smiling. In the end, Sayori is still her usual self, but therein lies the unexpected reason I admire her. Unlike me, who has trouble finding any motivation at all, Sayori can put her mind to things and make them come to life. I suppose that's why I end up letting her get on my case about things. I can't help but wonder what it would be to see the world through her eyes. Oh my jeez, that was wicked close. Wah! I opened my eyes to find Sayori's face filling my vision. I'm sorry for that really horrible outburst. Oh, wah! I nearly fell out of my chair. Sorry. Wait, actually, I'm not sorry at all. It's your fault for sleeping like that. This isn't the napping club. Does our school have a napping club? You're staying up late again, aren't you? Now that you're in a club, you're gonna have less time for anime, you know. You have to get used to it. Don't say that out loud. I glanced over my shoulder to see if Monica overheard. It's true, though. Yeah. I know. You're always looking out for me, Sayori. It's what I do best. That's a problem. What about you? You look out for me better than you look out for yourself. You're still oversleeping every day, aren't you? Not every day. That's not very convincing. How many days this past week have you gotten up on time? It's a secret. I knew it. Come on, at least give me the benefit of the doubt. I can't even do that. Look, Sayori, it's written all over you. Sayori glances around at herself. How is it written all over me? You were clearly in a rush this morning. Look, your hair is sticking all around everywhere. I run my fingertips down the side of Sayori's hair, trying to straighten it out. Man, you really need a brush for this. I just skipped that, I'm sorry. Let's see here. My hair is just really hard to get right. I won't fall for that. There's more than just your hair. Look, your bow isn't straight either. There's a toothpaste stain on your collar right here. I try to wipe off the stain with my finger. But nobody would ever notice that. Of course they would. Nobody's going to tell you about it because they don't want to embarrass you. Fortunately, I really don't care about that. Hey, you meanie. And you don't even keep your blazer buttoned up. Seriously, Sayori, why do you think you don't have a boyfriend yet? That's super mean. Sorry, but you'll thank me later. I start to button her blazer from the bottom. Once you see how much better it looks, you'll change your mind. This is so funny. What is? Well, I was just thinking how weird it is to have a friend who does these kind of things. Don't say that. You'll make me feel weird about it, stupid. Yeah, this is kind of weird. You wouldn't see every day just a dude buttoning up a girl's blazer. That's just not right. It's okay though. I'm happy we're like this, aren't you? I guess. Hey, be careful. The button might come off. Why is this one so hard to close? I struggle to fully close the button near your chest. Does this thing even fit you properly? I did when I bought it. If you ever buttoned it, you would have noticed sooner that it doesn't fit you anymore. What are you smiling about? It means my boobs got bigger again. Don't say that out loud. Anyway, you look so much better now, so... why does it feel so strange to see Sayori's blazer buttoned up like that? But it's so stuffy! It's not worth it at all! Sayori hastily unbuttons her blazer once more. So, I felt really uncomfortable with that entire conversation and just being that close to her in the picture. That was pretty annoying. And just the kind of things that the game's forcing me to say that I'm technically... Listen, I have a little rule. If it says that on the screen, I can say it. Even though I'm not... Like, that was the rule before, you know, my channel isn't PG anymore. Because I can swear all the hell I want now. So it's like... You know, that's why I'm playing this game. This game has swears in it and stuff like that. Phew! That's so much better! Sayori puts her arms around and twirls around. So if I keep it unbuttoned, then I won't get a boyfriend, right? What kind of logic is that? And why are you saying it like it's a good thing? Because if I had a boyfriend, then he wouldn't even let you do things like this. And you take care of me better than anyone else would anyway. So that's why I'm keeping it unbuttoned. Stop saying all these embarrassing things. I didn't say anything embarrassing. Jeez. Well, anyway, just focus on trying to wake up a little earlier. Only if you focus on going to bed earlier. Fine, fine. It's a deal. I guess we really are better at taking care of each other than we are taking care of ourselves. Yeah, I guess so, huh? So maybe I should come wake you up in the morning. Or maybe you should come wake me up in the morning. You're doing it again, Sayori. Aw, but I was joking that time. Man, it's impossible to tell with you sometimes. Okay, everyone. Monica suddenly calls out. Why don't we share our poems that we wrote now? Yay! Devin, I can't wait to read yours. Yeah, same. I failed to sound enthusiastic, but Sayori still trots away to retrieve her poem. By the way, did you remember to write a poem last night? Yeah. My relaxation ends. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. I couldn't really find much inspiration since I'd never really done this before. Listen, again with the whole embarrassing thing. I wouldn't be embarrassed just to write a poem. You could read it any way you wanted to and interpret the way you can. You know, I'm not going to be embarrassed to write a poem. It's if I have to say it out is the problem. Just skip that, I'm sorry. Well, now that everyone's ready, why don't we find someone to share with? I can't wait! Sayori and Monica enthusiastically pulls out their poems. Sayori is on a wrinkled sheet of loose leaf-torn paper. Leaf torn from a spiral notebook. On the other hand, Monica wrote hers in a composition notebook. I can already see Monica's pristine handwriting from where I sit. Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly comply as well, reaching into their bags. I do the same myself. Okay, now who should I show my poem to first? That's a very good question. I haven't even seen Natsuki this entire morning so far. That's pretty interesting. And maybe even Yuri too, I'm not even sure. I think it's all been Sayori. Let's share with Sayori first, why not? I'm definitely most comfortable in sharing with Sayori first. She's my good friend after all. Oh my goodness, this is so good, Devin. I love it. I had no idea you were such a good writer. Sayori, you must be seriously overreacting. I'm not a good writer at all. I honestly have no idea what I'm doing. Well, maybe that's why. Because I have no idea what I like either. Jeez. I'm sure Yuri's opinion has to be a little more constructed than this. Maybe even Natsuki's. Are you sure you don't like it just because I wrote it? Well, I'm sure that's part of it. I think I understand you better than a lot of other people, you know? So when I read your poem, it's not just a poem. It's a Devin poem! Oh my god. Really? And that makes it feel extra special. She's doing it again. She's like expressing herself. Like, I don't know what I'm supposed to feel right now. Like, I can feel your feelings in it. Sayori hugs a sheet against her chest. Yep, that gives it away. That really does just give it away. You're so weird, Sayori. I'm just really happy that you wrote one. It reminds me of how you're really part of the club now. Not to mention the fact that I'm standing in front of you in the club room. Well, of course, of clubs. I'm not really into it yet, but that doesn't mean I'll break my promise. See? I'm sorry if you just heard that, I just cracked my neck. Like I said before, Devin, deep down you're not selfish at all, you know? Trying new things is, like this for other people. That's something that only really good people do. Thanks, Sayori. I'm not sure if Sayori sees the full picture of my motive here. Then again, I can't deny that she's part of the reason I joined, knowing how much this means to her and all. Yeah, and I'm gonna make sure you have a lot of fun here, okay? That'll be my way of thanking you. Why, the stupid motorcycles always pull their crap. Alright, I'm going to hold you on to that then. I'm going to hold you on that, to that. Ah, you know what I mean! Yay! Now, you'll read my poem too, right? Don't worry, I'm really bad at this. We'll see about that. Dear sunshine, the way you glow through my blinds in the morning, it makes me feel like you've missed me. Kissing my forehead to help me out of bed, making me rub the sleepy from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish away a raining day? I look above. The sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever. But I'm not mad. I want breakfast. I love it. I love it. I just love this little part at the end. I want breakfast. Me too. Actually, I didn't even have lunch. That's a very good... You know what? I want some lunch. After this video, I'm going to make some lunch before I make the next one. Because I'm going to record this entire game through, guys. But it's just going to be in separate parts. But I'm going to record this entire game through so I don't forget what happens. So, I'm going to just... After this video, I'm going to eat lunch and then I'm going to come back. But you guys don't have to worry about that. Sayori. This is just a guess, but did you wait until the morning to write this? No! Just a little bit? You can't answer just a little bit to a yes or no question. I forgot to do it last night. Well, at least that makes me feel a little bit better about myself. Don't be mean! I still tried my best. Yeah. I didn't mean to say that it was a bad poem. It came out nice, or how should I put it? It sounds just like you. Really? Yeah. Especially that last line. I know, right? That was pretty funny. I made eggs and toast. Even though you were late to school. It's bad to skip breakfast. I got all cranky. Well, I guess there's no point in arguing. Anyway, thanks for showing me. This was so much fun. Monika's the best. Yeah. But next time I won't forget, and I'm gonna write the best poem ever! Well, I guess I'll look forward to it. So, that was pretty interesting. Let's show it to Yuri next. Yuri shares the poem. A minute passes more than enough time for her to finish reading. Oh! Sorry, I forgot to start speaking. It's fine, don't force yourself. I'm not. I just need to put my thoughts into words. Hold on. Okay. This is your first time writing a poem, right? Yeah? Why do you ask? I'm just making sure. I guess that it might be after reading through it. So it's that bad. No! Did I just raise my voice? I'm so sorry. Yuri brushes her face in her hands. I really couldn't help but notice that it's been several minutes and we haven't really gotten anywhere. It might take Yuri a while to get used to new people. It's fine, I really didn't notice. What were you saying? Right, it's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers, and having been through that myself, I learned to kind of pick up on them. I think the most notable thing I recognize that in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they form-fit the two together. And the end result is that both the style and the expressiveness are weakened. Wow! What is this? This is all gibberish to me, but I don't understand any of this. I'm just picking out words and stuff. I didn't know I was that bad at doing it. Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone, and she sounds like an expert. Of course, that's not something that you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just to find them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a little bit biased, though. Biased? How? Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry. It's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri's apologizing to herself, to me, or Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do! I'd love to share my thought process behind it. Yuri smiles dreamily as if that's a rare opportunity for her, which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? Ghost under the light. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow. Bathing. It must be this one. The last remaining street light to have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe. Calm. Breathing air of the present but living in the past. The light flickens. I flicken back. I'm sorry I have such terrible handwriting. What? I wasn't thinking that at all. But it took you a long time to read. Well, I just don't read script very often. Actually, I think your handwriting's pretty. That's a relief. I also like the poem. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive. It wasn't too short? I usually write longer poems. Not at all. I'm really glad you like it. I'll be honest, since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you into ghosts, Yuri? Hoo-hoo! Actually, I can't believe I just did that. Actually, the story isn't about ghosts at all, Devin. Really? I must have totally missed the point. Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all. But remember that poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost. Lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past. And soon to be left with nothing. That's a lot more solemn putting it that way. I hadn't even thought about that. That's impressive. It's nothing really. Well, it makes me happy that you think that. Just remember that it won't be long before you pick on these things too. Yeah, maybe you're right. I guess I'll have to keep trying. I'm counting on you. So my thingy's about to stop. My timer's about to stop again, which it just did now. But I'm gonna actually try and finish up these last two, and then I'll end off from there, and then we'll move on to the next video. Because this is like 20. These are like 20-minute intervals, and it's crazy, you know, how long this can be at the start. I'm very sorry that, you know, I'm going wicked slow about this, but it takes forever to upload videos and stuff like that, and I just have no time to actually get them uploaded, especially like hour-long videos and stuff like that. So I'm not gonna try and force myself to. Well, it's what about expected from someone like you? That's a little blunt. Well, excuse me, it's not like I said it was bad. It just didn't evoke any emotions. So basically, it's not cute enough for your taste. That was the biggest insult I've ever told somebody. Do you want to get smacked? I'll pass. Well, anyway, I guess I need to show you mine. Not that you'll like it. Eagles can fly. Monkeys can climb. Crickets can leap. Horses can race. Owls can seek. Cheetahs can run. Eagles can fly. People can try. But that's about it. Yeah, I told you that you weren't gonna like it. I like it. What? Just be honest. I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it? Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff, so people don't even try to take my writing seriously. But isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid. Yes, exactly! I like it when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Like in this poem. Seeing everyone around you do great things can be very disheartening. So I decided to write about it. Yeah, I understand. But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like, I set up for a rhyme at the end, but then made it fall flat on the purpose. It helps bring out the feeling of that last line. So you did. I guess more went into it than I realized. That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did ya? Yeah, guess not. I decided to humor her with that last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki's feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. And last but not least, Monica, and we'll try and go through this one really fast. Hi, Devin. You having a good time so far? Yeah. Good. Glad to hear it. This is going to be wicked fast and very wicked unemotional. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or anything we could do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'd be much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Anyway, want to share your poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Don't worry, Devin. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know? But it's just that's that sort of barrier that we all learn to get past soon. Yeah, that's true. I handed Monica my poem. I like this one. It makes me think of something Sayori would write. Is that so? Oh my gosh. Okay. I'm being called. I'm sorry, guy. Hold on. Let me see if I can get into this real quick. Don't mind me. Don't mind me at all. Shh. I'm sorry if this cuts into the video, but I'm gonna quickly just answer the phone call. Gotta call him. Hello.
Hi.
How's life?
What's up?
So you just completely cut into my recording.
Oh,
So guys, welcome Kosei to the video. Apparently.
I hear a bit.
What's up?
Worry about it.
So is that so? You and Sayori are really good friends, right? I wouldn't be surprised if we had those sort of things in common. Well, we may be good friends, but Sayori and I are actually really different.
Oh, you're
Yeah, I'm playing this game. Well, that may be the case, but they're... What's up?
I was gonna say, what the hell are you saying?
I was just reading the dialogue. I'm finishing up this Monica dialogue, and then I'm gonna end off the video, and then I'm gonna have some lunch. But maybe there are some similarities that you wouldn't expect. The way she talks about you, it sounds like the two of you really care about each other's well-being. Even if you show it in different ways, it ends up being more similar than think. So, I think in the end, I think that's the kind of vibe that I get when reading your poem. You sure you're not reading it too much? I could be. Oh gosh, I sound like Yuri. But in any case, Sayori's writing has kind of a gentle feel to it. I can tell that she likes exploring with emotions, like happiness and sadness. Who knew that someone so happy would enjoy sad things too? Yeah, that's totally unexpected. Well, to each their own, and you shouldn't be afraid to experiment a little bit either. I'm sure I'll end up trying different things a lot. It could take a while before I feel comfortable doing this. That's okay. I love to see you try new things. That's the best way to find the kind of style that suits you. Everyone else might be a little biased towards their own kinds of styles, but I'll always help you find what suits you the most. So don't force yourself to write the way that everyone else wants you to write. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything. Yes, you do! That's totally the point of doing this, I'm pretty sure. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to not be very good. Well, that's because I have to...
You're...
What's that?
You're really early in the story.
Yeah, well, that's because I started over because I'm only. This is only like the second video of doing this, so it's like. Well, that's because I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know. I see. Well, let's read it then. Hole in the wall. It couldn't have been me. See, the direction the spackle protrudes. A noisy neighbor? An angry boyfriend? I'll never know. I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No, I can't see. I reel. Blind. Like a film left out in the sun. But it's too late. My retinas. Already scorched with a permanent copy of the meaningless image. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep. Stretching forever into everything. A hole of infinite choices. I realize now that I wasn't looking in. I was looking out. And he, on the other side, was looking in. So what do you think? It's very freeform, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. It's okay. Yeah, the kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. What was the inspiration behind this one? Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say I had some kind of epiphany recently. It's been kind of influencing my poems a bit. An epiphany? Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone's better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip for the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about this is, if you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. So guys, with that being said, I'm going to end it off here. I want to thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you liked it, smash that like button, subscribe if you're new. I'd love addition to the channel. Guys, check out my Discord, link will be in the description below. Come meet me outside of YouTube, it'll be a fun time for all. And I hope to see you guys
Where do you want them to meet you, Devin? You having a meetup?
Yeah, totally.
You're gonna have a meetup inside your house. Hey kids, come on.
Hi kids! Yeah, kids will totally be watching this video right now.
Why not?
But thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye!